that's like the most invigorating sound design I could think of. The sound of a boss just like getting killed in this game, like that gigantic explosion, is
It's satisfying.
oh, it's so good.
And not even just that, like, when you actually complete a world and grab the boss's key, it's like, you'll never see a happier Wario. Like, ever.
Yeah.
Well, here we are off.
Or at least hear a happier Wario. I mean, Wario Land Shake It got pretty close during the end, but still.
Oh, speaking
True.
of Shake It, this level's music track is the only thing to be referenced out of Wario World in another Wario game.
Yeah, in Shake It.
Yeah,
Oh,
for the casino stage, I believe.
Gotcha.
Although, that being said, Wario World's impact definitely didn't stop with just this game or the Wario series as a whole. As early as Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix, they did bring back the first level's theme as part of Wario's boss dance.
Really?
That's still got. Oh, here, Hype, you do this one.
If you're surrounded by monsters, pull out a med move and knock them out with one blow. When you're holding a monster up in the air, rotate the control stick to do a wild wing swing ding. If you jump and press the R while holding a foe, you'll do a pile driver. It's earth-shaking.
Thank you, Antonio Banderas.
And all the other Sprixies are like, that Sprixie's seen some things. But no, okay, there.
He survives the war.
The war.
Oh no.
Oh, you want to hear war stories, old boy?
You want to hear war or Wario?
We're gonna be here all night, so better bring the popcorn, everybody.
I don't know why I just perked up at the war. No, anyway. So yeah, now we don't have.
The wire swing ding is a spinning move, and the pile driver is a ground pound move. Master the finer points of these two mad moves to turn gears, break down iron doors, and deal with tricky traps. Use your head, Wario.
You got it, Bugs.
And just starts headbutting everything.
Sirloin of beef?
But there. Now we've all done it. Now we've all done at least one. We don't have to like worry about it anymore. So there, you can use combo moves to platform.
Yep, and I mean, that is definitely the one thing I will say about this game. Like, yeah, no, they spawn a lot of enemies everywhere, and if you do go out of your way to actually fight them all, it can seem a little dull. What you really want to be using the enemies for is primarily just to build up your coin racket, and also use the enemy's body
To beat up other enemies.
to literally plow through this game's terrain, like with these, the trapdoors.
Oh,
The lock trapdoors.
I was gonna say, yeah, notice how those trapdoors did not have an... Oh, wait, no. Actually, real quick, I know some trapdoors have an X. Does that just show that you've completed that area?
No, the X trapdoors are the kinds that you can easily just break through with Wario's simple ground pound. For like the ones made of metal, Wario can't do jack shit with them unless he's holding on to an enemy.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I just love the fact that you could punch the arrow.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, no, it's a little 3D object. I think I wouldn't be
Also,
surprised if they used it for the sake of testing.
I
Whoa!
love
Whoa.
the music for these particular bonus stages.
I can see
There
that.
you go.
Also, Hype, the thing I was about to say about the arrow was like, well, yeah, he's like, it's very rude to point, you know. You're very, very rude.
Here's what I say to your pointing at me scheme.
Persis.
Using the glue globe, when jumping to a glue globe, check your footing and bye.
I'm very old.
I'm just, you say that, Logan, I'm just,
You're accusing me of pointing while you're pointing.
Da 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 da. Yeah, Wario man. Anyway, so yeah, I see. So the ones with X's you can just ground pound, the ones you got pile driving. Oh, lordy Lou.
Oh, crap! Oh, ow,
My
ow,
toe.
Ouch.
It's a good thing we have garlic right there and crystal right here.
Oh, the other thing I
Oh,
noticed
by
is
the way,
that...
garlic clove. I believe the garlic cloves heal 2 health as opposed to 1.
oh. Right, because technically your hearts are halved.
Yeah.
And the other thing I noticed is that, and I do appreciate it, is I thought it was going to be something where it wouldn't give you the full heart extension till after you got both. No, it will give you the half a heart extension if you've earned that half heart extension no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay. Give it.
You know, it's not very nice to do that to me, sir. I'm just providing a service.
Do I look like
Providing
I,
high quality Italian food.
Oops.
Oh, jeez.
do I look like I care about being nice?
Do I look Italian to you, Bob?
What?
No.
You look German, actually.
You know that whole meme of what was it called now?
All Italians like to punch things and swallow gold.
What?
No, I got it. It was like, are you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go?
Wah.
That was that, and The other thing I was thinking
just,
about. Go ahead.
Yeah, just so first off, it's like,
Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go where?
and then the inverse. Aren't you tired of going where? Don't you just want to be
what?
Yahoo?
Oh,
Hello.
This is our first Crystal Guardian encounter.
I don't know if they're required to beat the game, but they're basically it's like the screen lock from River City Girls, where you're now forced to do a combat engagement.
They're trapped mini bosses.
Yeah, but this one's obviously in the way, so we kind of have to take it out no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how it just like.
No.
But yeah, the enemy variety in this game is weird.
Well, it's Wario.
For instance, check out the Knot Womps over here.
Not Womps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the face is on the. Oh,
Down you go!
I didn't even realize that was a
And
face.
I got rid of those enemies.
Look at his
Okay.
stupid face.
Oh, so there we go. But in any case, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, Hype. I had something that I would love for you to draw.
What's up?
I don't know. I could see it so vividly in my head, but just of Mark going,
Listen, Mario, I'm never going to ever like your spaghetti.
he's like, are you sure?
Does this look unsure to you?
And just that.
Okay, I can't guarantee the super detail faced will be as good, but I'll still do my best.
I just now imagine that would work in any case. So Icky, what is your thoughts on the Wah Man?
Wario, next to Donkey Kong, is my favorite Nintendo character. Well, my favorite Mario-centric character.
That is fair. And how about you, James?
I mean, I love him.
He has more personality.
You're talking about the game. I mean, I love it.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
you know what
when the game's done, but I
it's
just meant like the character himself. What's up, Icky?
Okay, you know what the thing about Wario is? I like him because he's not doing it for a princess. He's not doing it for, the sake of the world. He's just being a greedy asshole who wants all the coins and actual money to himself. And he'll actually work to get it. Like, he makes a fucking industry based off of, making tiny little mini games and selling it to the masses.
Cheap games.
Yeah, and they're fun.
Right, but it's very much like a cynical thing. Like he looks at it so cynically, like, oh cool, I'm gonna put much effort into these. Just make like two really quick 3-second long games and bam, profit.
And hey, it works.
I will definitely say, though, like, as someone who's been following the Wario series for so long, whether it be with WarioWare or Wario Land and all that, it's like, they've really been piling hard on Wario's whole, game-making adventures.
Entrepreneurship.
That it makes these, your typical Wario bravado sort of adventures seem a lot more few and far between.
I know.
Especially nowadays when the last major Wario Land game we got was literally made 10 years ago.
Yeah, shake
Oh my
it.
god.
If I can give my input on that, what am I just saying? I sympathize with people that do miss that kind of Wario, but honestly, there's a perfectly good reason as to why that's the case, that we've mostly been sticking to the Ware Wario for the longest time. It's the fact that, I know we all miss Captain Syrup and whatnot, but the Ware series is, the first time Wario's ever had, a particularly consistent cast of side characters, and to their credit, a lot of people really like those side characters.
I know. I would like them, but I mean, now, answer me this. Would you be upset if they made a platforming game that involved all those characters, or some adventure in that world, that city of sorts?
I wouldn't be against it.
It'd be a win-win situation in my case, because, hey, you got the WarioWare characters and you got the Wario Land gameplay.
Right.
Right. So in that case, that's where I'm on everybody's side. Where we're like,
Not to say the WarioWare games are bad, I love the fuck out of them.
Oh yeah, no, they're fantastic.
But to see them do more stuff in general is just really fucking cool.
of course.
You know what I think would be a really interesting way of, getting more use out of the WarioWare characters without the need to make just another WarioWare game? And I've talked about it before, but I still stand by it. Have a series of, WarioWare shorts, but in that same chaotic style as, the villainous shorts, because I feel like that would fit Wario perfectly well.
Yeah, I can see
Just
that.
Wario doing stuff.
I mean, hell, not even just that. I'd love to just see a series of shorts involving all the characters going through their day-to-day lives, much like what Gold does.
Or Parappa the Rapper. Oh, Battle Ring time!
Yeah, this is now the game requiring you
I
to say
love this music track.
it's good music, but yeah, this is the game basically saying, okay, enough of that moving forward. 1 minute in the ring, you go for it.
And, yeah, since it's Treasure, this is actually the same composer as The Simpsons arcade game and other Treasure products.
Oh my god.
Norio Hanzawa, I believe his name is.
Oh, jeez. Not by the mustache. Is there a limit to how much you can spin somebody?
Yes. After a while, Wario will automatically let go.
Okay.
I believe you can only get up to a maximum of 24 rotations.
25.
I saw.
And even then, it depends on how heavy the enemy is.
That makes sense. I
Yeah,
know, and I know they like.
take a little bit more heft to actually spin.
Right.
And also, this is something that never occurred to me in my childhood, but after spinning for a while, Wario will just auto-spin, which allows you to literally just move around while still spinning on Bowser style.
I getcha. And because you did such a good job, big coins.
You got our prize money.
Money, 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 money.
Wait a minute. The poster said 3 grand.
Yeah, 3 glands.
Where do I report?
It's like, yes, for 3 minutes, and you bend all of them in 2. For that, I give you 100.
Oh, the freaking Spider-Man.
Yeah. With great power comes great opportunities.
Pretty much, yeah. There we go.
These enemy spawner things are only vulnerable occasionally.
Uh-huh.
For the most part, they're invincible, unless you actually start hitting them with enemies. And they explode and drop like 10 coins, I guess.
Better have my money next time, Arrow.
It's like,
I missed the part where there's my problem.
Where's my money, Arrow? Oh, wait a minute. You're not green. Carry on.
Oh,
I wish I could remember what exactly Goofy's allotted money was, so I can quote every bit of that as Wario. Like I knew
It was like,
all,
what, $2 something amount of cents and half a lima bean?
yeah,
it was
I'll
half a
have to
bean,
hang
a
on.
boot,
I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Goofy owed money. I'm sure if I just Google that, I'll find the quote somewhere. Goofy wants his money to
IRS.
Goofy wants his money to complete Saga. Okay, I'll look up the quotes. Anyway, while you're doing that, again, my exposure to the game was, I want to say it started with either Nintendo Capri Sun or somebody else showing off the game, and
Actually, it might have been NCS that I first saw it from, yeah.
And it's a very unique game. I will admit that after a while, it does kind of... I think this game works incredibly well in...
Short spurts.
Yeah, and in spurts like that's how we're going to do it here, which is why I agree with James that doing it live is probably the best experience we're going to get out of doing this game, just because like it
I mean, let's be real here. My whole plan with doing Wario World Live is that we're mostly doing it to A, shoot the shit, and B, to just be
because it's Wario.
Exactly. We've been long starved for this since our Shaken days.
Welcome back.
And we kind of need something to fill the gap until Nintendo actually remembers that the Wario Land series was a thing.
right.
I guess if you want to be like super technical, there are still a few Ware games that we haven't done yet.
Right, like Smooth Moves, Gold, God forbid how we were going to tackle that one.
That'd be fun, though.
Wasn't it your idea like we should also do the, unless you just now said it and I didn't hear it. Wasn't it also your plan that we were going to try and do Wario Land for the Virtual Boy?
Yeah, there's that too. Like, actually, I did have a whole plan in mind because I do remember hearing a rumor a long time ago that kind of kept true to some degree, but it's like Nintendo were backpedaling on a bunch of 3DS-centric remakes that they were doing at the time, considering that, Luigi's Mansion and Bowser's Inside Story didn't quite set the 3DS world ablazing.
Which is kind of a shame, because I remember the 3DS Luigi's Mansion, unless you're like a super purist. I remember hearing that the Luigi's Mansion remake did fairly well.
It's perfectly harmless. I'll give it that much, but I do still feel like...
he was just giving me the quote.
Jeez. Look at how
Me.
there's just so much of me.
Well,
Plenty of war for everyone. If
But
not,
yeah.
they just have to draw me bigger.
But yeah, no. So while James plays Guess Where,
Dang it.
so while he's doing that hype, I can do the. But Wario, how much money do I owe you anyway?
Well,
You don't have to be conservative with which heads you break, by the way.
No, of course.
Right.
I just don't know.
This is a sub-level where you have to play it by ear, and I just realized, oh wait, this is randomized. They actually randomized it for this. Like, considering I just did a playthrough of this not that long ago, you learn shit every now and then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back to
Oh,
you.
hello.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, back to you, hype.
now, if I'm not
What is
mistaken,
with the texture on those bombs?
I don't get the face either. But yeah, sorry. Just talk over him. You're good. Go for it.
Sorry, I kind of like the noise Wario makes whenever you hop on something.
He's so squishy and stretchy.
now,
It was
if
based
I'm
on a different engine.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the amount you owe me was $3.42, 5 rubber bands, an old boot, and half a bean.
Oh. I don't got that at all. And thus it begins. Okay, is that it?
Oh, hello!
Yeah, yes! The
There.
last treasure in every second level will always be a Nintendo console.
Weirdly enough, though, they only have, I mean, consider there's only 4 worlds, they only have 4 consoles, and by this point we've had, like, what, 5?
I want to
Maybe
say,
more than
do
that?
they, I'm assuming they don't. Do they not count the the handheld consoles?
They actually do.
Oh.
One of them is a Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
The
And I
one
believe
weird,
a
the
Game Boy
one,
Pocket.
no Game Boy Pocket, just the Game Boy Advance itself.
Alright.
The only major console that they skipped out on for whatever reason was the Super Nintendo. All the others are here, like the N64 and a GameCube.
Weird.
It is weird, but again, there's like what? Well, there's only like 4 spaces to fill.
Yeah.
Nice. That's it. We got it. We got our 5th heart finally.
All right,
Egg salad.
then let's go put them on this stone doohickey and be on our way.
And
Stupid
Actually, yeah, just-
pterodactyls. Also,
And actually-
volume warning.
why?
Why? Oh.
That is
Yeah.
a little oddly pitched.
I don't like
Ah, you pay for that! Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh boy!
so I guess another thing we could
What
talk
port?
about real
What
quick
port?
is, since it was either in this commentary or in the other one that's going beside this
hello.
one in terms of our recording schedule, that new Game Builder Garage thing for the Nintendo Switch.
it. It's just an expansion of the Labo VR thing.
Well, see, it was not that. It was that, but also our friend Royce has now brought up that I actually just realized. Yeah, it's actually very apt to be bringing it up now. Is it does actually kind of remind me a bit of WarioWare DIY as well. Do it yourself.
Oh yeah,
Kind of.
I remember when that was a thing.
Did you ever play that
I
one?
still-
Go ahead.
I do remember giving that game a shot myself and remembering, despite how long it was, I did kind of like the whole tutorial that Wario and Penny hosted.
Did you ever play that one, Nikki?
I've actually never played WarioWare DIY.
Me neither.
It's the only one I've never gotten.
I mean, I will say this much: it's not that. It's a little less. It's a little less intuitive than what WarioWare Touch and some of the other WarioWares before it have done. But that's because of the whole create it yourself aspect. At the same time, though, it does have its charm, you know, in spurts. But it is very much an acquired taste.
I mean, it's
Okay,
basically
with that-
like an expanded version of Mario Paint, right?
More or less.
With that, we have unlocked the final boss of the first world.
And we've pretty much filled up a whole heart.
It's funny that I mentioned that actually because there was a Mario Paint game released only in Japan on the N64 disk drive.
The Mario Artist series.
Oh
Yeah. And there was a microgame feature in that predated Wario.
Actually, before we do go to the boss real quick, I'm going to take a quick little detour.
What the?
And some of those minigames are actually reused in WarioWare Mega Micro games.
I believe so, yeah.
Look, guys, look!
It's a fabulous treasure chest.
My greatest achievement. Actually, it's locked. But what are these things down here?
That is my greatest achievement.
Me.
But unfortunately for this playthrough, yeah.
I am so proud of me.
I'm so proud of the things that I can't actually use.
And oh, look, it's what's his name? Bruiser.
Dribble.
Yeah, dribble.
Yeah,
Dribble.
dribble and spins.
Right.
Wario laughs at your expense.
Punching Dribble's face always cheers me right up.
Buy more Nintendo.
He's just
But
he's so
Wario,
fun.
but Wario, sir, Dribble's a dog.
He's just he's such a lovable maniac on the loose.
Taxi driver.
Yeah, a space
I mean,
taxi.
yeah,
driver.
no, like, I mean, this is something we should probably just save whenever we go back to the Wario series, but I still love how Dribble and Spitz, despite, you know, often getting snuffed out of a paycheck, tend to go take whatever means necessary to take their clients to their destination.
They're like the Vector.
Alright, time for our first major treasure key guardian.
Dino Mighty and his glorious everything.
Dino
Let's make music together.
I don't like this
a
world.
Let's make sweet womany.
It's Womany.
I don't like this world
So
anymore.
yeah, this boss.
This boss is something else. I'll definitely say that much. And it does. And trust me when I say it gets weirder from here.
Oh yeah, but this is. I mean,
It's a little ridiculous.
Where'd you go, little man?
it's a giant lizard in a thong.
This and there's one other game.
Oh, hello.
Nice. It's
I love how his head just like goes around.
lolls around. It's this and there's one other game that I wanna.
Ugh.
It's actually two games that I really do at one point want to like actually commit to playing all the way through. Is I want to play the Tingle series.
Oh, Rosie Rubyland and everything.
Rosie Rupee Land and a Balloon Trip of Love. Honest, the second one is a much better game, but the first one, despite its whatever charm it may have, has a very serious case of God dang it.
Oh, in terms of like how much you're supposed to haggle people down to, absolutely.
Hey!
Ow, my foot!
Smile for the camera.
Is that enough to?
My toe,
I love
my
this part.
toe.
Poor dude.
Yeah, spill it, baby.
Is there? And there is no
Oh.
like there is no reward for like finding every like unique way of dealing damage, right?
No, this isn't Pokemon Snap.
Or
Wild
Wild
Wonder
Wonderworld.
I've never seen that attack.
I guess you know.
Wait, what?
Absolute random time to bring it up, but Icky, I'm assuming you have zero interest in Battle Wonderworld.
Can you not talk about that?
That's completely fair. It's been through a hell of a mess already. We'll leave it at that.
For now.
We'll leave it at that. I mean, there'll be time to tackle that later. For now,
Yeah! Why do I keep falling for that? Oh.
Oh shit!
there's a lovable like cartoony like squash and stretch kind of thing going on.
I mean, funny you mention that.
And real talk, that's kind of what keeps me lets me keep coming back to this whole game. Just its absurd nature beyond all of its slightly repetitive gameplay here and there. And even then, that repetitiveness of the gameplay can easily be avoided because deep down, you really don't need to beat up every enemy you see. Just the ones that'll help you progress.
No,
Yeah.
this game, like a lot of games of the GameCube, just had a
Give us
lot
a
of...
pile driver, Wario.
Oh. Yeah, just in general, this game, and as with a lot of... please aim the camera. Yeah, thank you. That's a much better way. As with a lot of the games on the GameCube, this game has just a butt ton of personality.
And no more than obvious than here, where Wario claims his ultimate prize.
1/4 of the key.
You've done it, James. You've conquered the land.
World 1 is, conquered. We're out of here, baby!
I pray to Gorsh that the next worlds are as like forgiving to you as this first one is.
No.
I mean, the next world is half and half. The third world has it the worst.
I'd argue the fourth world, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
No, it's the third one, I assure you.
Well, we'll find out.
So yeah, with that said, ladies and gentlemen,
Let's look upon
we'll
our
see you all next
statues.
time! Oh, well, that was anticlimactic.
You might be wondering what I'm doing
What the-
here with all
the
these
bird
stupid
just-
birds.
Hi, everybody.
Yes,